So guys, I know um it's showing nobody on, but I'm not gonna stay on long. Y'all see, I am so tired. I am so tired. I just wanted to come back and say that I don't know what happened to that live. I really don't know what happened to that live. It just went out. But soon as it went out, um, they came swarming around. But we did do like a one more lap, I believe. So I just wanted to say that's what happened. Um, I don't know if y'all can hear me. I got the earpiece on only because I found that I was really clear with this earpiece. So again, I am fine. I don't know what happened to that live, but I am fine. It just went out. And once it went out, that's when they started swarming around. Um oh well, thank you. Thank you. Um thank you, sugar girl. Oh, you just thank you. It's always good to get compliments, and I accept them all. Thank you. I'm sweating. I am tired. I'm really, really, really tired. The day, my little one day I was off, I did not get no sleep at all. I did, work out, and I got my uncle today for a bit, and yeah, but that was about it. But I'm not gonna be on here long. I just wanted to come on here and say I'm fine. What I was saying because it ended, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna get my word. I'm gonna get the last word. So what I was trying to say is, when how I don't like to see. I don't like seeing. Hey, Breon. Um, I don't like seeing. Thank you so much. Continue. Continue to support me just by subscribing, this is how you can support me, just by subscribing, guys, and just here with me on this journey, because like I said, I don't know who is behind. I don't know who is behind what's going on with me. And all I ask is that y'all subscribe and just spread the word. This if this can happen to me, this I'm a regular everyday girl, like working class, you know, American citizen. I'm not from another country legally, so I don't know. And as y'all saw, if y'all saw my live, y'all saw that they are out every single time I am out. Um, and it started by, well, as y'all saw with I have on my here on this channel, and I'm sorry guys if I'm tired. I am really tired. If I look tired, I'm really tired. Y'all saw the somebody standing on the roof. That's how it all started. Cars follow me. I have so many documentation of cars, yes, in the tag numbers, and clear faces of white men following me. I don't, and guys, and I want to say this: if it was anything like I was up to something or had a past, anything, I wouldn't be on here. I'd be like, okay, well, this is what's going on. I know I dealt with this, or I dealt with like nothing, nothing. And it all started when I was going back and forth with a Z-lister celebrity. And I really believe it was a celebrity who sent them. You guys know the government worked closely with the entertainment world. Who do y'all think put Sexy Red in our faces? Who do y'all think put Cardi B in our face? Like, these people are puppets, and and I know Cardi B is not black. She's Dominican or Mexican or whatever she is. She's not black. She's one of us. Um, and they put these people in those take from our culture, but they put these people like Sukiana, which I before she got all them tattoos and all that surgery, I thought she was so beautiful. And It's so funny. I think I told y'all the story that it's this girl I went to school with that looked at like Sukiana before she got. I think I mentioned it on one of them lives, on one of my many lives that I done that before she got the plastic surgery. It was this girl that I went to school with looked at just like Sukiana before Sukiana got the tattoos, and I think she got a nose job. I'm not sure. I don't see her around no more. She don't pop up no more everywhere, but they throw these people in faces to try to make black women, look a certain way. And I say all the time, you cannot make they making themselves look stupid. They don't us as a collective look stupid. No, they do not. They make themselves look stupid. But who do you think put these sexy rigs in front of us? And like even when she came out with all of that lip gloss, gongoria, all that. Let me tell you something. And then she said, "Oh, it's sold out." Nobody bought that. The government made it sell out. If it was brought, the government made it sell out, or it was. That's what she told. They told her to say, and put it in our faces. Oh, it's sold out. Or even if you did go on her website and it's sold out, I had a website before in the past, and you can put on that website when you selling stuff, you can put uh the viewers don't see how many items that you got up, but you can say 5 items. And once those 5 items are sold, it just say sold out. But the viewers don't know how many items you got up behind the website, behind the scenes that people can buy until it sell out. It could be one item, and then you post it and somebody buy it, and then the viewers come on and be like, "Dang, a lot of people must be buying that because it's sold out already," but they don't know you as the person who's in charge of that website or that business only had one item to sell to the viewers. So let me tell you, ain't nobody buying no gunk bread. I'm out here in the well, I'm not gonna keep saying I'm out here in the trenches because I don't live in the trenches. But being from Baltimore, born and raised, is not a community, a inner city I can't go and will feel comfortable, and I'm out here and and I see, and I have cousins, ratchet cousins, and down for wherever. Let me tell you, they even say that mess. So don't fall for the hype. I got something on my channel about bots. It's very interesting, and this is what's happening. And the industry where they put bots and it's like an illusion. They're published somebody that's not even a big deal. You go on their page and they have all these likes and maybe 50 comments. Wait, something not adding up. You got hundreds of thousands of likes, but 100 comments, that's not adding up. Those are paid likes. Those are fake pages, and these celebrity publicists, and I'm not saying all, but majority, these celebrity publicists, public relations, they go out and they buy these bots to make them look relevant. So us as the regular schmeckler people go on their page, oh, they such a big deal, or oh, everybody else like it too. I've done it so many times. So what I'm saying, all that is a facade. All that stuff is not real. They put it in our faces to make it look like they're such a big deal, and nobody's talking about them. I'm telling you, it's a lot to it. But watch it. It's called it's on my channel. It's called Bots. How the celebrity world use bots. But what I'm saying is, what I'm getting back to my situation, they all work together, and I truly believe a celebrity sent them, because you got to think, guys, not like what are the odds of this happening to a regular schmegular girl such as myself, not happening to my brothers, my daughter, my cousins, like nobody. And I even was saying it earlier, when that day come. So I was talking about two sets of friends. I was talking about my both coworkers. I was talking about the coworkers that I knew years ago that I don't even work with. Or like when I used to try to debate them with Umar Johnson, like they was not hearing. And I did. That's how I started my videos, because I'm like, well, let me, because I couldn't get a word, and they just knew Umar is the truth, in the life. And I wonder where they are at now to see all this stuff that's going on with him. But I always said, if y'all watch my old videos, I always said we never knew how his daughters, but we knew he had a lot of, daughters. And he even said publicly he's not in their lives. So why how do you think he's gonna try to take care of your son or, teach your children the right way when he came up? It starts at home. My mom used to always say, cut your grass first, before you want to go out and cut somebody else's grass. So I've been seeing through it. So, him with his school being get ready to be sold, or they get ready to buy the school back, or take the school from, like, that stuff is not surprising to me. I've been saw through his bull crap schemes. But I had two sets of coworkers I was talking about on the last slide before it abruptly shut. Those girls that back in the day, when I was, doing regular YouTube, you know, fussing and cussing, and thinking I'm getting my point across by doing that. I had a lot of people to subscribe, and those were old coworkers. But so I'm like, maybe do they still follow me? Is they still watching? And what I was trying to say with them, and even if they are, they can back it up and see. I know they believe me because they know this is not even me coming. I'm you're not gonna ever be around me and I'm talking about something sad or bad. I'm always gonna uplift somebody, always gonna, put sunlight into that room. So if they are watching, I was trying to say, like, they probably really into it because they know this is not me. This, like, when I tell y'all I'm just a regular girl, this is happening to. I don't know why. Regular, worked all my life, never sold drugs, never of course y'all know I never killed anyone, never been with, like, my brothers never killed anyone, like, yeah, they were hustlers back in the day, but they grown and old man. Hate when I say that. I'm like, you ain't too far from it. But we had our fun times, and we're here, we're black. And so, I just don't know. I don't know what's going on, but what I do know, it all started when I was, there. On Twitter. And that's where it all started. And if y'all, I'm telling y'all miss one of my lives, y'all miss a lot. I even said how it all in one of my lives, how it all came about. Like, if you go on my old videos from 5, 6 years ago, I'm in the description saying it. Guys, it's somebody following me. It's somebody sitting outside of my house. Like, I'm saying it in the description. And it's so crazy. 5 years later, it comes to this. But so that was the first set of the coworkers I was talking about. The second set, I was saying the girl who I just randomly said, look outside, look at that. If y'all hear from my last live, what I was trying to say is I was telling the girl, look outside. What do you see? What do that look like to you? So, and she found it to be amazing, right? you know, um, and she's a white girl. And I was like, and so what I was trying to say with these people that I currently work with, when that day come and a year later or 2 years later, because with consistency, anything grows, and just me showing my face, telling my truth, constant, not giving up. When they see that, they're gonna be shocked. They are going to be shocked, like, Shanika, you did not tell me you was going through the, like, girl, and so yeah, guys, but so that's what I was trying to say with the two of them. But um yeah, and even those girls, I don't know, I be just thinking, like, I wonder, just get worldwide attention, and they interview, like, this girl was just like the funnest, coolest, down to earth, like, she did not give us, I'm just be thinking of them being on the news. I don't know, that's just my mind. But um yeah, but the reality of it is, this is my truth, and it seemed so crazy telling y'all this. And also, when I was talking about working, walking, I was saying it clears my mind. Not saying that, y'all guys know, I can't stress it enough. Nothing in my medical records show otherwise. Nothing but a stable, fun person. I can remember, I'm at a stable, normal person. It's not going to be in my charts that I'm fun. In my medical records, I can remember, when you go to a regular doctor's appointment and the assistant before the doctor come in asking you've been abused, you've been or you on drugs, or you dealing with drugs and stuff like that, are you in an abusive relationship and stuff like that. So they said, are you anything that's bothering you that you want to talk to the doctor about? And I said, what if I tell you I'm being foul, stalked, and harassed, right? And she been the doctor assistant for years, and she was just right, hitting no, 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 and then she stopped, and she had her back towards me, and she turned around real quick and said, "Girl," and and just finished asking me questions. This is how normal and how crazy it seems coming from me. So I'm saying this is how normal of a life that I had, and now hearing something like that come from me, like she automatically look like, girl, please, like. So nothing. I'm saying all that to say nothing in my chart or anybody in my clinic, you know, could tell you a regular schmegler girl. And even once the Desiree Perez, the Rock Nation, Desiree Perez daughter came out, and they put that stuff in her charts. And nowadays we can go online and go in our history all way back when and get our medical history. I just went in and started printing that stuff out because I want my own proof. I want my own paperwork. So I started printing my history out since I was a kid, just to have this backup in case somebody go and try to forge. Oh, she was mentally ill. She was mentally unstable. Like none of it, guys. I would lie to y'all, not none of that. So I got that, printed all that out for myself. And what I was also saying about my daughter, like she's very supportive. She is like really know what's going on, and they don't follow her. It's just me. But of course, when we're together, and she takes it as she's like this select, like she treats it as it's a paparazzi. So, and I really think it's because it's like, I'm not gonna say it's happening to me now, far wise as me just not worrying about them. But since I started like really into the weight training and walking and stuff, it's like, like whatever. Normally, at first, I used to be so far, and that's why I used to, I think, cry a lot. And that's what I'm trying to say. Walking and the weight training has helped me with more clarity from that. I don't feel, because the crying came from frustration. If anybody know me, y'all know, I don't know who know me on here, but personally, but I'm that type of girl. I gotta know. I don't like secrets. You can't say this is what you got me for Christmas. If you tell me you got me something, you're not gonna get out my presents without you telling me. So I'm gonna find out what you got me. Like I'm one of those. I have to know everything, every small detail. I remember when I was younger, it's like of a guy like me or something, and my homegirl was like, I saw so and so, and he asked for you. I gotta like, girl, what did he have on? He smell like. So everybody know me like, oh God, here she go, get ready to ask you every little detail. So just to know, just to not know, was is very frustrating. So that's where the tears. I'm not scared of nothing. You know what I mean? Like I'm not scared of nothing. I may not got the fight in me no more, but and they come. I'm giving them a good fight. You know, they can come on if they want. And yeah. Hmm. Um, I ain't going out without a fight. And it's just like I was one of those girls, that I always talk you always hear about people saying females need to get your gun license. Female, like I literally just got my gun license. Like I never thought I would need it because I'm like, like I'm telling y'all, I can go. I'm that girl who see a bunch of guys on a corner, And I how I pull y'all pants up, pull y'all pants up, and they'll pull them up. Most people like, girl, what are you? These little YNs, they will hurt you. Like I can't explain it, and I think it's because I was born and raised around nothing but God. So I just know them. I know the approach. I know the. You know, I don't know. I just have a strange relationship with. I mean, a cool relationship, not a strange, but a cool relationship with guys, black boys, black men. You know, me working in the nursing field. If a guy, a shot victim, come in, or HIV patient come in, and they just being like elves, right? Don't want nobody. You open that door, you something gonna get thrown at you. They come get me. I'm that girl that they come get. So that's I just always had this like relationship with anybody, or somebody don't want to take their medicine, they come get me. And then I'll be like, all right, go and give them their medicine. So I'm just one of those girls like just can go anywhere, and guys like I can get through to them because I seen like I'm that girl who just saw their struggles, their pain, their ups, their downs. Like, and that's why I'm one of those girls who, when I see like black women always bashing a black man, like I'd be like, I don't tolerate it because I saw from what I saw growing up, it be the men that be faithful until they found out, you know, they cheated. And let me tell you, as a woman myself, we can be something. Like we there. So I'd be like, no, y'all not gonna bash them. Y'all not gonna bash these black men because let me tell y'all something. Y'all is not innocent. And but they always saying black men is nothing. This that, like I don't accept. I cannot accept it. I'm one of those ones that go hard because I've seen how a baby mother, a bitter baby. I got a video about that. A bitter baby must be like, I'm never gonna be like that. Where the mother keep my nephew away for years, knowing they crazy over me or my mom. But yeah, so I'm always, team black guy, team black men. Because I seen their hurt, I seen their pain, I seen their struggles, I seen their um, the unfairness just being a black man in America. Back in the 80s and 90s when we didn't the black culture didn't know nothing. We thought it was legal for police just to come and just uh, jump out the car and tell them line up for no reason. And they line up and they take their money and just, let me tell y'all something. We thought it was normal. Like if we knew what we knew now, everybody, the whole black community be having lawsuits would have had nice piece of change. But, and that's neither here nor there. What I'm saying is, I seen the struggle of, you know, uh, I just know men because black men because I grew up seeing, and then just not even my brothers, just imagine each one of my brothers got their own set of friends. So it's just I know, let me tell y'all, it was one of my brothers had a friend that always cried, right? And they found that so crazy because black men was taught not to cry, but his mother taught him, yes, cry. And he would cry any little thing. He would just cry. God bless his soul. He passed away. But his name was Anki. He was so cool. So we always think about that, and like he would cry. He like, I don't care, I don't care. He just was so cool. Just would cry about any little thing, any little thing. But yeah, but it's crazy. This is happening to nobody but me. Nobody but me. And it all started when I was on you know, Twitter, my Twitter days, fussing with That Z-lister. I know I look tired, y'all. I've been grinding. Um, but yeah, and so I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna stop. And I know when, one day when I find out who it is, it's gonna be a joyous day. I'm like, if y'all just keep praying for me. Whoever watching me, believe in prayers, just keep praying for me. Because if this can happen to me, a regular schmegler girl, it can happen to any one of us. And then I look at so many people like, uh, I just posted something about Candace Owens, somebody on my post, and I reposted her video because she was one of the ones that I wrote in the past. And I said, one thing I've noticed with Demaray Hadley, Desiree Perez's daughter, and even Nicki Minaj, with all what's going on, behind the scenes with her. Everybody know who it is that, with the harassment and the private investigators, but with me, I don't. It's everything that's happening to everybody that y'all hear that is happening to, they know who's behind it. Me, I don't, but I do know it's the government. And like I said, they work closely with the celebrity world. If you don't believe me, Google it. These movies and stuff, it's the government that front them the money. They even I believe they even wrote some of these movies. I'm telling y'all, and I didn't go down this rabbit hole until this stuff started happening to me. Like if you can watch my old videos, I was never one of the ones that talk. This channel was never about that. Like I was one of those ones. You tell me it was Illuminati, I would fuss you like, what? You crazy? Oh, Illuminati? What? So you telling me you can't be just really a wealthy black person, you gotta be an Illuminati. I don't believe it. No, no, but it is, and we all know it is. And apparently, that demonic Diddy was the head of it. They put him in position, and I believe a lot of other ones too, and that is up there with Diddy. Um, Ahead of that Illuminati. But yeah, whatever. I was just one of those ones that just didn't never believe that stuff. But yeah, it's so much stuff I didn't just learn, you know, it's evil, y'all. The government is demonic. And whatever reason, whoever sent them, or even like I told y'all before, one of my lives, did somebody send them? It's something. I'm not inventing nothing. Julian Brown. I did a post about him, how he knows it's them and why, because he invented all out of plastic. But what is it with me? I'm not inventing nothing. So God is going to give me justice. But I am going to get justice. And I'm going to keep putting, and I got to stop thinking like, and this is how the type of person I am. I'm just so uplifting and fun, and just don't want, like, I hate putting this stuff out. Like when I'm uploading those videos to put it out, like I hate doing it, but I know I got to, because this is like my documentation. Since I wrote everybody and they, don't nobody want to write me back and respond or help, that's in position to help. And so this is my documentation. And I hate doing it because this is so draining. I like for people to feel good. I like to, you know, make people smile. I don't like putting this out. So, but I got to, because y'all know I wrote so many people and they didn't respond. But what I wanted to talk to y'all about, because I'm not staying on here long. I promise y'all I'm not. It's 30 minutes. I am tired. But I did want to say, lastly, before I before the phone just went dead. And my daughter called. I didn't even know my daughter was on live, and maybe she was posting something. I was out walking. That was a good exercise. So, but she's like, "You okay?" She texted my brother because my phone went dead. Well, it didn't go dead. It just abruptly went out, and I turned it back on, and I just finished listening to my music and said, "Okay." And she texted brother, and he said, "Yeah, we fine." But what I was going to say, so before the live ended, I was talking about us being strong, and I hate seeing, black women. I see it all the time. Even Taraji, she just looking so weird these days, but um, she um she did talked about it, and black women, we tired of being strong, and we need like shut up. And again, what I was trying to say is it's not something that we can turn on and off. It's embedded in us. It's in our DNA. It's in our genes. And or you see a lot of the black girls dating a white man and say, if you want to live a soft girl era, or he took the strong black woman image away and gave me the soft girl era. Like, that should be in us. That should be in us. Like, I love girly things. I love sunflowers. I love flowers. I love, like even back in the day, like, of course y'all know I'm of age and I don't fight no more, but when I was young and always fighting, I would literally come and sit in my massage chair and massage I got that massage chair in 1991. And what happened was, when the nail salons was coming out with the massage chairs, I found that so cool. I was like, oh my goodness, I gotta get one. And my good credit got me, and it's so crazy because, like, today, with, you in America, you was told that get good credit, have good credit, you can get anything you want. And that was the case with me. It wasn't nothing that I could not get. And now, until like these 5 page sheets, and that's another reason. If y'all watch my documentary, that's why I was thinking it was, you know, Kamala Harris and Joe Biden presidency office that was, behind this, because my credit just stopped. I couldn't get no credit, I couldn't get no loans, and I was always one of those ones that was taking out a loan to pay my taxes, and and this how simple of a girl I was with good credit. I could have got, you know, $50,000 loan, whatever, but I would take out like little small loan. That was just me. I was just a normal, simple girl. I wasn't trying to be. I was comfortable, and you know, you was told in America, the dream is, live the American dream, have good credit, you can get anything you want, you can travel, you can go. And up until 5 years ago, it all stopped. So that's why, and it was around the time when Biden and them got in office. So that's why I was thinking it was because it was them. But again, I don't know who it is, but I know this is happening. It's my truth. All y'all trolls who say, try to come on here. Like, y'all watch these videos, y'all know. And I really don't believe it's no trolls. I believe it's them who tries to make me think, oh, ain't nobody thinking, people thinking you crazy. Ain't No, people believe it. That's why they're subscribing, because they know y'all crooked. They know it's happening, and they know this is what America is coming to. Let me tell y'all something. We're not living in the same America that we used to live in. Things are changing. If this happening to me, a regular black girl, regular black girl, like, I wish I can tell y'all. I mean, even if it was something, again, I would not be on here if it was any type of illegal anything going on. I'd be on here. That's common sense. Anybody with that right frame of mind. I wouldn't be coming to the world saying this. Like, I want to know who it is. And everybody I wrote, have the ones who wrote me back again said they couldn't help me. Y'all know I showed y'all. They didn't write me back, or they um signed the document, signed for it, read it, and sent it back. Opened it, read it, and sent it back, and didn't say anything. But what I want to say is, look at what I'm going through. Just look at, as a black woman, what I'm going through. And I know it's God that is giving me the strength to keep me sane. But just genetically, the strength in me, genetically, that I can be able to still be normal and not go crazy, and God is good. This is strong. I can't just turn it off. This is something that is in me. Just strong. With black women, we strong. Matter of fact, I remember from a white lady, it was a white instructor years ago. She said to me, she was a nurse, RN, BSN, well, said to the class, she said she in she was an instructor part-time, but her full-time job was nursery. She said, I don't know what it is about black female babies. She said, but they are tough as nails. She said when they come out with uh uh defects and heart defect, birth defects and premature and got a hole in their heart or whatever the case may be, it's proven fact. She said this, she said it's proven fact that they are the ones who succeed. They are the ones to get through it. She said first is them, then it's black boys, then it's the white uh female babies. Then she said, but for some reason, it's the black. Sorry, for some reason, I'm gonna repeat that because I know they be taking stuff out. For some reason, she said it's the white males that don't make it. They the last one. She said, and prematurely. This is at birth. Whatever is going on, if they not healthy and whatever it is, she said they are the ones who always never make it. She said, but the first is the black female babies. Then it's the black male babies. Then it's the third one, the third down the line is the white female babies. Thank you. Oh, hey, that's my daughter. Hi, girl. Hi, girl. Hi. Oh my gosh. You supposed to be at work. um, So yeah, that goes, and this is studies. This lady worked like many years in the nursery, and she was instructor phlebotomy. She did that on the side where I went to school for drawing blood, and she told us that she said, "With you girls are some y'all tough as nails." She said they always come through. And so that goes to show that it's something that we can't turn on and off. So all y'all black girls, y'all need to stop saying that, and just live y'all soft era. It don't have to be let me take that away. Live y'all soft life. It don't have to be an era. You should be wanting to live it. It should be lived. You can have a soft girl life and be strong, you know. And I remember I seen I was like, oh my goodness, I know this right. This girl was with what's that guy when they were saying he was a rat? My daughter on what's that rapper name be with Lord be with Young Thug that they were saying was a rat ER nurse. Who was that again? The rapper, and he was at the BT Awards. Y'all look it up. The rapper, Young Gunna. Yeah, Young Gunna. He was at the BT Awards and he was signing some autographs, and this guy came up to him and was like, "You rat, you rat." And that black woman came out of nowhere and said, she got in that black boy's face and said, "What you say to him?" And before I mean, it's just, I don't know. I was just like, yeah, yeah. She got in front of him like, y'all look it up. BET Awards, um, Young Gunna get called a rat. And that black girl, I think it was his publisher, she came out of nowhere and said, "What you say to him?" And she was ready to go to war. And before he could even register it, he looked at him, Young Gunna looked at him all slow. Like, that's us. That's us. And I don't even think she meant to do it. You know what I mean? I don't. Oh, I know you had. Look at her. She said the shift is over. I don't even think she meant to do it. It's just tell you something. I'm proud to be black. Beyonce and them can go and lighten their skin and take all the pills and creams they want. I'm proud to be black. It wasn't until this social media stuff, whereas they start making it a thing. Like I live go to any inner city. Ain't nobody like red Mexican like that stuff. Maybe that stuff had me in New York, but here you see people like me. You see lights and girls, but they so cool and down to earth. It's always the real high yellow girls, like, and I'm gonna say it again, Alicia Keys complexion, like black, got a black mother, and just Alicia Keys complexion. They be the coolest ones, and they the girls that I grew up with. Like their mother treated me better than them. They stayed punished, stayed. The mother used to tear them up. Them girl, poor girls. But God bless Miss Wanda. But what I'm saying is, it's always the girl who barely making a cut that makes the complexion like they be like my little red tail. Like, girl, you is light brown skin. You is not red. But I don't see it in reality. I'm talking about on here. Like, what's that? I used to see that Red Bone Keisha. And once she a rapper, she's not red. I'm like, what is wrong with these girls? Like, they're mentally not well. But I'm proud to make, and this is all. It never was a thing. Nobody never was walking around worrying about complexion or being preconceived. Because again, if you don't know my story here on Twitter, they used to look at my picture, say I was an alcoholic, I hate myself, I'm trash, trash. This is how these celebrities see us regular people, as trash. They don't care nothing about us. I have never been called trash. Never. Even the girls that I used to go to bat with, fight with, and I'm saying not take using a bat, but that's just a slang like for fighting back in the day. Like trash, like I was called trash. A big ball of trash. Yeah, a big ball of trash. So this is how these celebrities see us. They don't care nothing about us. They only concerned with their little cult, keeping taken from us. With that song say Brooklyn keep on where we making the money and they be trying to take it with them stupid dumb wannabe inspiration books, uh or CDs or album. Like, please. I wish I knew what I knew now. I wish I knew that back in the day. Like, but they don't care nothing about us. They only worry about taking our money. What can we get these little black niggas, dummies today to convince them to buy from us so we can stay rich? Like, I wish I would. I wish I would. Please. But yeah, guys, we got girls. It's something we need to stop. If you see girls saying that, we need to like nip it in the bud. It's something that it's in us. We can't turn it on and off, and that's proven fact. And she said that was a study, and she was a white woman who told us about the study. So that's what I was trying to say before I went off. But yeah, so what else I want to talk to you about? But yeah, guys, I'm getting ready to hey, Lord Calvin. You say, hey, Black Mama, hey, I'm tired. I'm getting ready to go, but yeah, guys, we got to just let me tell y'all something. This social media has made it. The government knew what they was doing when they put this social media in our faces, because even my the Generation X, like before this, like life was good, and it's like now, with this, they will, if you be on here for too much, it will really have you like, I'm not gonna say hating people, but not liking people. And this is why we gotta give this a break. Like when I was off for 4 years, I look at my life 10, 10, 24. I look so young. And I think because I was off of here for 4 years, and when I was away, I was like really getting close with God and praying this stuff away. Like let me tell you something. If this wasn't going on with me, I would not. Y'all wouldn't even know who I am. I was like done with this because I'm like, if they say this about me, don't even know me, but going off this black skin, this black chocolate beautiful skin, and saying I hate myself, I'm a ball of trash, I'm a drunk, just because I used to tweet about to have I'm on my fifth glass of wine. Who? And if I was, don't you think common sense I wouldn't be saying it? If I was on my fifth glass, what person that's the alcoholic really tweeting, oh, I'm on my fifth glass of wine? You fool. Just so stupid. Who would really tweet that? If they really on their fifth glass of wine, you're just gonna drink that fifth glass of wine. But just because I'm sweet, having fun on Twitter, like I hate Twitter now. Like I am scarred. I hate it. But I have been active on there, because of this. I said, like if I don't feel like recording, I'll tweet because I know they follow me on all platforms. I say, hey, I see y'all on such and such block looking over at, stuff like that. But that's, but y'all can follow if y'all want. But I used to love Twitter, and it's like I cannot stand it now. But yep, the fun has went away. But yeah, guys, it's crazy. It is crazy out here. This social media, they knew what they was doing. Like, I'm so glad I'm I come from a generation that didn't have this. So because it's like, the Gen Zs, like they gotta be on here. And thankfully none of my family members and nephews and stuff are into social media because their family members, because we wasn't, so they look at us and their father, me and their fathers and their uncles or whatever. We was never into it. So naturally they're not into it. That's my daughter. She's not into it. She'll post a pic every 3 months. Bye, here you go. I'm doing good. Bye. So it's people out here just because we don't, it's people that don't show their face, don't think, oh, they hate their self or, like that's not the case. It's just it's people, real people in the world that's not into this social media. And rightfully so. This stuff is toxic. This little thing that we're on is so toxic. I know I was watching uh the girl and I do like her. What's her name? B with the T. And she posts a lot of celebrity stuff. That's how, let me say, I don't follow nobody. If I want, and I pick and choose. Like I don't want to know about this person. Okay, what's going on with this person? But one of this comment said, as I've gotten older, and she's a beautiful black girl, I said, she gets it. She says, I've gotten older, just hearing about these celebrities is so draining. I'm like, she gets it. She gets it. These people are so just not well. These celebrities, just think of a bunch of rich, mentally ill people because that's all they are. They young, they got this money at a young age. They never had to worry about getting, going to see therapy or trying to get, walk a better path in life, to do work on themselves because they got millions of dollars, all this money. Then they got all these fake yes people around them that don't care about them, only care about, yeah, you look good. Yeah, yeah, keep on doing that so they can get a piece of the money and really don't care about them. So they don't need God, even though I don't care how much they sit up here and say, God, this, God, that, God loves me, God. Just look at their behavior. You know God is not with them. You know God is not in them. But they always using God. That's why I be like, okay, but what God you talking about? And even when they be like, they still don't say, Jehovah or my Lord God, or they always talk about God, God, God. Like what? Look at how you're behaving. So we know God is not in you. You one minute you hear him saying, God looks out for me, And then you hear some them calling that fussing and cussing people out like, stop playing with that man names, using it so loosely. These celebrities are messed up people with money. And it's embarrassing that I used to look up to so many of them. Like, let me tell you, the war is no longer on my eyes. I see through all of them. And even the ones that I used to say, this person not right, but I'm looking at them still seeing them as up, putting them on a pedestal because I'm still such a big fan of them and fanning out over them. I don't see through the bull crap, but those people are evil, demonic people. And then you got to look at, and let's look at Jay Z and Beyonce. I was such a fan. I was a fan of Jay Z first. Me and my brother, like everybody in this inner city, because we was looking at Jay Z like, wow, from Marcy Projects to this is, everybody in the cities looked up to him. Like now, when you ask people about him, they don't like him. It's how he's moving, and they see clearly like this man ain't for the black community. He's out for the where he can get, how he can get richer, right? Um, and you hear a lot of people talk about how he did the football player guy, the guy who kneeled. A lot of people don't like him from that. But what you see a lot of now is how he, going around doing Ramir. If that and I truly believe he already know that's his son, because if you watch one of Ramir interviews, he said that he sent DNA results in with the sister that the oldest sister that allegedly Jay-Z is taking care of secretly. But he said after that, he sent that in. Watch it, y'all. He said and I was shocked too. I just, went down a rabbit hole with his interviews. He said he sent it in, and that's when the phone call stopped with the sister. So they know that he's that boy father. And the fact that you got this woman supposed to be for the black woman. And then, you know, she's so woman empowered. You know what? I'm not even gonna go there. But what I'm saying, let's stick with Ramir. You supposed to be his better half, and you supposed to be, you know, a woman's supposed to be a man's better half, right? You not sitting up here and telling that man, Jay Z, go ahead and take that test. Take the test so this boy can go on his way. And from what it sounds like, how he's saying is that it's her stopping him from taking a test. Or this is what you hear, like when you hear, I subscribe to a lot of people. The girl, what's her name? Miss Lowdown. I like her. She be on it. She be on information board. How she be getting that information, I don't know. Her name is Lowdown. She stays up on Ramir and updates with Ramir. But my thing is, this boy out here just trying to know who his father is, and you, Jay Z, can't even give the test so he can go on his way. He know he the father, and Beyonce sitting up here not even pushing this guy to do the Jay Z to her husband to do the right thing says a lot about her. It says a lot about her as a woman, because even to be honest with y'all, one of my brothers wasn't in his son life at first, and when he married, his wife was the one said, you know what, do the right thing. Do the right thing. Forget how much you can't stand his mother. Do the right thing. It was his wife who did that and got in contact with, now my nephew, a full grown young man now, when he was younger. It was his wife. That's what wives are supposed to do. They supposed to push that man to do the right thing. And the fact that Jay-Z, that boy don't want his money. People keep saying, oh, he just want his money. He's a grown man, money he can get. Now, once he find out if he's the fault, he should sue everybody that had something to do with keeping him from not getting that test. But that boy that's all he want to know, if he's the fault, if Jay-Z, just take the test. And then you got Beyonce and everybody. not even pushing him to. That says a lot. That says a lot about her. That says a lot about y'all. And that woman y'all got as a god. Everybody like, please, please. Oh, the fact that I used to fan out over her is just disgusting, disgusting. But and I'm embarrassed that I did. I'm embarrassed that I was such a fan of hers. She's a witch. She's evil. She's just like all the rest of them. And then I was thinking, I said, now how did she like? What made her do that letter, and what made her start? Do that birthday letter and talk about that. Look up her 40th, which I'm sure she's lying about her age. Beyonce every bit of 45, 46, I believe. But look up that birthday. That birthday letter was about me because remember, I got on private. So all y'all newcomers, I have on private about 6, 7 videos of praising Beyonce. Oh, praising Beyonce. My first video ever on here was about, at first it was a natural hair channel. And then it started off as commentary, me like going off on Wendy. And so yeah, I'm gonna show y'all that video one day. I looked it crazy. But that was like in 2013, I believe. So she know who I am. And again, I used to add her in these videos. So all my videos I used to add her. But then when I was going back and forth with that and Z-lister, the one that's mentally not well, the one that don't have a soul. I truly believe she's soulless because she was thrown in the industry at such a young age, and she didn't have time to be a child. She didn't have time to, do children things. She was just thrown, and she became her family moneymaker, right? And she don't have a soul. She just because being in the industry, you just at such a young age, you don't have time to feel. And I really believe this girl is soulless, and like her mother said, when the boy, her boyfriend, because I don't believe that's the fault. I don't believe he's the fault. I bet he never had that child by himself. I bet he never had. Who I'm talking about is Kiki Palmer and that boy. I do not believe that's his child, and I bet he never had that child by himself, where he can go and take a blood test. I believe he's always monitored with that child, and I truly believe that she got because okay, so the story is how she met him. She came onto him. She seen him at a party and went to him, asked him out, asked him for a date. Somebody did a video on them a few years ago, and I really believe that because I used to say nobody, no, you never gonna get pregnant. I say, and I used to say stuff like, what I used to say, you the only person that is fluent, and you say you'll go with a girl, a boy, a trans, but you by yourself. I've never seen. And I used to say, nobody's gonna want you. And I used to post pictures of her with all these boys that she used to deal with in the industry, right? And that was around the time I used to say this stuff to her. And I believe she wanted to hurry up and get with him. She saved her eggs. She got a certain. This is just my theory, my beliefs. I'm not saying it's true, so I don't have to say alleged. This is my theory. And I believe she got a. I believe she got a. The donor where they can pick how the brat picked the brat girlfriend picked the Chinese man. I believe she picked a certain complected guy, a light skinned guy, because even her sister, when I used to study her and see like who is this, as I never was a fan of Kika Palmer, but I used to like study her from the background, just study her page and study her family and stuff. And her sister got white, like go with like a mix, got like mixed children or something. And I really believe that these people, her mother embedded that colorism into them. And I truly believe she found a light skinned guy. And when she started messing with him and had sexual intercourse with him, she boom said I'm pregnant, and she already was you know, doing that IVF stuff, that or that injection stuff, or however it worked. But I do not believe that's his child. And she picked him purposely because she knew she was going to. She wanted a certain type of light-skinned child to. She wanted a light-skinned child for a baby. And that's my theory. I truly believe that, and I bet that boy, because you can see where he's very naive and he don't really know. Um, too much enough. And they say he came out of uh Diddy camp. They say he came out of Diddy camp. He was like a personal trainer for Diddy. But because this one many years ago, when she first started dating him, I was still on, Twitter a lot, and I started to him and search up him. Somebody did a nice video on him and his background, and that he's allegedly, and he came out of Diddy background, and Diddy didn't know what to do with him, and he put him in the industry, and it's very interesting. I found that she do some search. I forget who it was. It was just a random page popped up because I was doing research on him too. Because I'm like, who is he? But apparently she came onto him. She pressured him, and for the baby and the date her and stuff like that. So yeah, and I believe that he don't ever see that be with that child by himself. I believe he's always monitored because he know, they know, the mother and her and them know that that's really not his child. She just needed a father. She just wanted to hurry up and have a child because I was telling her nobody never would get her. Oh, I used to be something. I used to be something, but and do I regret that? No, I don't. That was, you know, it happened. It happened. You know, that was my reaction to the disrespect. So I don't feel. I know I was going through a lot. Like I was going through a lot during the pandemic, and we all were. We all were. But the fact that finding out my mother had breast cancer, and you know then remember we couldn't back then we couldn't even accompany our family members to appointments. Oh, it was horrible. We had this wait in the waiting room. We couldn't. Oh, it was crazy those times. But yeah, I think she just wanted it's something to prove on, but I really don't believe that's his child. I really don't believe that's his child. But yeah, and I remember one day I said, because I'm like, why did Beyonce just start, saying little stuff? But I remember one day I had said, she took a picture in front of this, she took a picture in front of this art, and I said, look at you, you demonic like this picture. And apparently this picture is pictures that uh, allegedly Jay-Z and Beyonce got all over their house with that painter that Jay-Z trying to look like. And I didn't know. So I said, well, maybe they got offended from that. Because I said, look at you. That picture is evil and demonic. And I didn't know that this guy with the dreads, that painter guy, uh, that do that weird looking painting, that's who Jay Z is obsessed with, and that's who he tries to look like. So I guess that what got them upset, but I don't know. But they just after that, the letter, like, and you would never had me born life. I'm like, just because I'm and again, guys, I used to tweet little stuff like, everybody had fun tonight. I'm in the house, I'm watching Cooley High. Or I'm in the house, I'm watching the reruns of the Golden Girls. That was my thing. I'm not saying y'all do it. No, y'all go out and have fun. Let me tell you something. Mr. Baltimore don't owe me nothing, and I'm not saying I want other young people to or people that's young to stay in the house on a Friday night. I'm just tweeting. That's what you do. You tweet. But for some reason, that whole letter was shade, honey. Because I'm gonna live. I'm not gonna be born because I'm 40 now. And remember, I used to always like I don't have no shame in telling y'all my age. A lot of people be lying on here saying they 5 years younger than their age. Like, stop it. And whatever you want to ask me, ask me. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just one of the truthfulest people. But yeah. So that's just my thought. I really don't believe that's his child. I really don't. And if that boy listening, or if any celebrity people listening, tell him slip away. And well, I knew this guy who did the mother would never let him take the baby. She would have him over the house and stuff. So I'm like, this is you. He was like, yo, I don't think that's my child. Yo, she keep trying to say that's my child. And I remember one day the little girl was like 6, and she told the boy, Daddy, my other daddy, he said, I'm like, what? He said, yo, yeah, she said this to me, Daddy, my other daddy. So she had two people calling, that's why I said these girls, that's why I said, y'all ain't gonna sit here and blame these black men. Men ain't black men ain't, I'm getting me a white man because black men ain't shit. No. Yeah, let me tell you. I said, so this is what you gotta do, because he was saying this from the get. And he said she not I be wanting her to, to take her when she was 1, 2 years old to take over my mother house so my mother can meet the supposedly grandchild, and she do not want to let me take her. Oh, like I cannot take her, my daughter out her eyesight. I said, this is what you do. I said, you take a Q-tip. I said, you take a Q-tip. Next time you go over there and she go in another room, I said, you swab her mouth. And I said, if she be like, what you doing? I said, you know how you just play with her, hugging her, you playing with the little girl, you hugging her, kissing her, and putting your cheek up to her cheek. I said, put the swab in her mouth quick and stick it, and I told him, put it in the tube. I said, then you go and get a what's name test. It was a drugstore test, but it was good enough to know. I mean, I think it was from Rite Aid or Walgreens or something like that. And he sent that swab in, so he brought the kit from a Walgreens or Rite Aid or something. Then he sent it in to he put the Q-tip in and sent it into that company, and the company sent it back and said, this is not your child. But of course he had to take his sample too. But yeah, so that was that. So if he's white or somebody sent him this, you do that, because I don't believe he take that down, let him take that baby without supervision of her family or her. Um, yeah, I really don't believe that's his child. I believe she had that all planned. Them eggs was freezing, boy. But yeah. But it's crazy. But I don't regret anything. All what took place back in 2020, 2021, it happened. I don't regret it. I don't regret saying any of it, because if you that mental and crazy and taking stuff I tweet and making whole skits about it, something is wrong with you for no reason. For no reason. Um, but yeah, but like her mother said, when he said what the boyfriend said, you sold your daughter at a young age. She said, nigga, I don't care. We 80 mil up. So we 80, if I did, we 80 million up. So these celebrities, they just cold, soulless celebrities. They just worry about the money. We're more, us normal people are more sane and got it together more than them. Forget the money. Don't put the money involved. If you take the money out the equation, we are doing better than them mentally, physically. We got it all up here. We trying to like better ourselves and like walk or get closer with God. Like these people, they don't need God. And her mother's supposed to be a preacher. Kiki Palmer, then her mother and father was a preacher. And she talked. Did y'all hear how she was talking to that boy? I said, poor kid. Call him all types of names, but whatever. But y'all gotta stop idolizing these people. They are messed up. Messed up. Do something. You want to spend some money? Don't buy their books. Books cannot give you no advice. Their CDs is trash. This you do. Go to your local dog shelter, go to your nursing home. You can call your nursing home up and say, hey, it's so many residents in there that don't have family members. You can say, hey, I want to throw a party on this such and such day for residents. I'm going to bring, cake, ice cream. Spend your money on that. If you want to, go and spend your money. Go to your local dog shelter. If you're from Baltimore Barks, they could use a donation. You know, even if you don't even have don't if you don't have monetary money, you can go call them and say, hey, how do I volunteer? They would love to have you to walk their dog, to take the dogs out for a walk. They're so overwhelmed with animals. Period. I'm a dog lover, more than a cat lover, but they got just as many cats as dogs. Um, so I try not to say dogs. So I try to say it the right way because they say I say it funny. But yeah, it's so much you can do. I would not support these celebrities. They are they don't care about nothing about what's going on around the inner cities. And then when you do hear about they did this, they did that, that's just tax right off. If y'all want to spend y'all money, do something good. You can who is the eldest person in y'all neighborhood? You can go and say, hey, is it something you need from the store? I'll treat. Your everyday person, if you got the extra money, um, you can the person in front of you in the store line, you can hey, I'm gonna pay for your groceries. But supporting these celebrities, I wouldn't. It's everyday people out here in the world that you can help. My thing is I try, even what I'm going through today, I try to put a smile on people's faces. Like the day when and I know I'm tired, y'all. So when I worked 11 to 7, one of my residents wanted coffee, and I said, well, then breakfast come up at 7:30, and I'll be gone. She's like, dang, I'm having a cup of coffee. She said, then when I asked, they be taking so long. By the time I get it, be cold. I said, you know what, I'm gonna go get, and I bought a whole cup of a whole box of Dunkin' Donuts. I mean, a whole box of coffee from Dunkin' Donuts and a 12 box of donuts. And I came and just shared it with all the residents who wanted some. And we were drinking coffee 5:30 in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning, just sipping. And I just try to go out my way, just doing good things for people. Even my uncle, as tired as I was, I said, I haven't had my uncle since I got him the last time when I talked to y'all. I got him just today. I didn't even keep him for the weekend. I got him just today for a few hours because he's like in a assistant living, not like a house type of assistant living. So that's more like laid back, and it's like two other people that the lady take care of, two other guys. But yeah, just to get him out the house, to get him around family, I did that. Brought him a pack of cigarettes, and he was so grateful. He said, "Niece, thank you. Thank you for just coming at me today." So if y'all want, I would not support these celebrities. These celebrities are evil. They are wicked. They, no sense of direction. That's all they want to do is get on here with boatloads of makeup and uh just they already got all this work done in their face. Then they go and put on all this makeup. Then they go and put on about hitting the filter about 5, 6 times. Like I remember one girl did that, a YouTuber, not a celebrity, but a YouTuber, and the topic how to be teaching young girls how to be more confident. When I tell you everything on, she even got her chin done this long. Like, how you sitting up here trying to tell young girls about confidence with everything like makeup, cakes of makeup on, like drag queen makeup. But you sitting up here trying to tell, and girls is really in the comment, oh my gosh, thanks, you're so beautiful. Like, I'm like, do people see that this girl can't telling people about confidence. You ain't even got on, you can't even do a video without a filter, let alone all this makeup. I said this, that's why I said us people of my generation, if you got young people, young girls in y'all family, y'all gotta talk to them because it's like they're lost and then they get on this social media and just see all this buffoonery and nonsense and thinking, oh, she's so beautiful. Yeah, she looks beautiful, but she don't think she's beautiful. The person that you're saying beautiful don't think she's beautiful. Why? Because she got to get all this stuff done and then keep going to get it done. Keep getting those injections, needles injections in your face, the lips, like lip injections. For what? What is the purpose of having big lips? You're not telling me that's not insecure. That's screaming insecurities. Just sitting up here, yeah, guys. So, yeah, like really, really, I don't understand this generation. I mean, this new because some of the people who got these lips injections, they just as old as me, and plastic surgery and all. Like it's too much. It's too. But I be like, these people are lost souls, and then you got the black people, the black girls who look up to these lost souls. Cakes and makeup, all these filters, but trying to tell me about some confidence, girl, bye. But I know somewhere else. I took it somewhere else, but I'm telling y'all, y'all got to tell these black girls don't look up to these celebrities. They're a bunch of wicked, messed up in the head people with money that get on here, put on these fashion clothes, these high end clothes, and probably smell like fish, probably stink, because that's how they look. They don't, nothing, I don't care. Some of these celebrities, I don't care how much they get glammed up, but they put on all this makeup, put on all these filters, put on all these wigs. They just reeks through the camera. They look, and you get all these professionals done. They look like they smell. But the little L young generations looking up to them. I just be like, they just look funky. But I digress. What do I know? Look, let me look. I got something going on here that I'm trying to figure out who is behind it. But you know what? I'm gonna keep on keeping on, keep on keeping on. And I say this all the time. God, thank you that this happened to me in my older days, because this following me, yeah, look, I'm like, y'all gonna have to keep up. I was outside. You heard me. I was outside. You heard me. Y'all keep up now. I'm on to this place next. But yeah, I got, and I be wanting to do like videos on like Umar, where he going through. I'm like, look, I got my own. I got my own stuff going on. Who is behind all of this harassment, this following? But I'm like, guys, I would never, ever ask y'all for nothing. All I'm asking y'all, just follow. Follow. Spread the word. Hey, it's this girl in Baltimore. Because what's gonna happen is, and again, I want to say, if it wasn't for this going on with me, y'all wouldn't even know who I am. Y'all wouldn't even see this black face. I was done with social media. But again, if you watch my story, I explained to you how it all came about. I was fasting for my brother, and that's now home. And when I was fasting, it's just God is good. I never, and it's so crazy because as I was fasting and getting closer to God and crying a lot, I cried to, God all the time. And I just feel so, I'm thankful that He took that away. Like, even when I talk about it, y'all see my old lives, Lord, I cry every 5 minutes. But just how, and so when I say, again, when I say the walking is good for me mentally, that's what I mean. It's just took the crying away. I feel on that aspect, but nothing about, oh, she was depressed and now she's not. No, it just, and people who work out, y'all know what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna get off that, but nothing, saying that, I feel I was depressed now, and I was depressed then, and now I'm not depressed from walking. No, never, ever, 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 ever. What I was saying is, it made me more relaxed. I don't feel the need to cry. I don't, feel the need to pull out my phone and record. I just feel more calmer. Always, God gave me the peace, and He keeps giving me peace, and that's one of my prayers. God, give me peace in the midst of all this, and He's definitely been showing up and showing out. So that's what I mean by walking in that the exercise, with the weightlifting has changed me drastically, and I'm not talking about in weight, not yet. My cousin, every time I talk about my a wedding, I look over there because it's on the refrigerator. She looks so beautiful, save the date, one of those save the date pictures. So my cousin getting married November 22nd, Louis willing. And yeah. And so that's what I want to lose some pounds for. But yeah, and of course keep it all because I'm one of those girls. I will, gain it back, lose it, gain it, lose it, gain it. But what I was ready to say, guys, yeah, I just want to know who it is. I just want to know behind it. God has been keeping me. I'm gonna keep posting, even though I dread to post it because I'm just so one of those girls who just love posting good things and uplifting people. And this is so drowning, but it has to be because if this is going on in the United States of America and in Baltimore with me, like this can happen to anybody. It could happen to anybody. So I'm going to continue to speak my truth. This is my story, what I'm going through. Unfortunately, I'm happy that again that it's in my older years to my younger years, but why I don't know. I'm trying to find out. But you know what, guys, and I'm gonna let you know something on my spirit. I'm not gonna say the name of the movie. I'm gonna say it. But for the last 3 days, I've been thinking about this movie. And I don't know if it's God telling me to watch the movie. I never watched it. It came out in the movie. And the day I went to the movie guy, because I ain't supporting nothing on Netflix. Now, y'all ain't get my money in no kind of way. Y'all ain't get my view or nothing. So I asked the movie guy around my neighborhood. Well, not my old neighborhood, the hood. I don't live in the hood no more, but I go around in the inner city. And I said, hey, you got this movie? He said, oh no, he said that movie. Oh, he said, but I can get it for you. I said, all right, I'm gonna come back Sunday. He said, all right, bet I'm gonna have it. I want to watch this movie, and it's keep being on in my spirit. Like, and when you work night shift, everything quiet. You just, and that's when it popped up. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna watch that movie. I said, I remember the previews. And by then this is during the 4 years of me being silent. I said, I'm supporting these celebrities. Oh, I wouldn't have supported it anyway. But um that one movie keep being in my head and I want to watch it. I'm gonna watch it. And if it's like, oh my gosh, yo, so listen, this, that, if it, I'm gonna watch it. And if it's not coordinated with anything, I ain't gonna talk to y'all about it. But if it is, I'm gonna come back and say, oh my goodness, so this why God, or this why it's in my spirit to keep, this the movie, the title just keep me in my head. So I'm gonna watch it. I told the guy get me the black market. His movies are really good anyway, which I haven't bought from him in years, but I knew where to go, to get a black market. But I'm gonna watch it and it's keep being a. I'm telling you, you work night shift. You be all types of stuff be popping up in your head. But I'm gonna watch it and see something. But yeah, guys. But I'm gonna get some rest. Y'all see, I'm tired, tired. And the day I was gonna sleep in and just regroup for tomorrow. I doubled, but you know, a woman's work never done. But I'm glad I put a smile on my uncle's face, my mother only brother that's left, and she enjoyed him. They talked about oldie goodies and the old days, it was good to sit and, you know, so God is good. I'm just a black girl in America, just getting followed, harassed, and stalked. Even though I'm saying it with a smile, only the grace of the good Lord. Um, and I'm glad I started working out too because I just feel I can't describe it. Can't describe it, but God is good. Yeah. Hopefully when I come back to y'all, I'll be well rested and look well rested. But I can see in my eyes I'm so tired. Y'all be blessed. Y'all see y'all prayers. And again, do something good. Volunteer. Um, do something good in y'all community. Knock on y'all neighbor door tomorrow and see how y'all call somebody that y'all ain't talked to in a while and tell them y'all love them. Look, start doing stuff. city being so consumed in these celebrities' lives. It's real every day that we can connect with. Because guess what? They never gonna connect with us. They high up. They ain't worrying about us down here. Start connecting with everyday people and stop worrying so much about, the celebrity world. And like, did I even say the young girl said yeah, I did tell y'all when I was girl B with the T. I do like her channel. One girl said, this stuff, as I got older, and she was young. She looked about on her picture, she looked like she's about 25. She said, this stuff is so toxic. They are so draining. Just hearing about their story, their breakup and makeup. If this person, she said, they so low vibrational. I said, go in, black girl. That's what I'm talking about. She said, they so low vibrational. I said, yes. No, what they do like this now. But I'm ready to go, y'all. Y'all be blessed. Share my story. That's all. I would never ask y'all for money. I'm a black girl. I would work. I work for what I want. I ain't gonna be like Umar. Gifts, gifts. I would never ask y'all for nothing. No donation. I'm doing overtime to handle this myself. God is gonna fight my battle. So I'm not here for that. Again, if it wasn't for this, y'all wouldn't even know who I am. Because I went back in my little world. I say, okay, internet harsh and mean. I'm gonna come. I'm gonna come on here. I mean, I'm gonna come in the real world where the people who love me and admire me and love me to death. I'm gonna come back in the real world. Forget that social media stuff, But this started happening, and even when I did go away, like I said on my old videos, I was saying, "Hey, this is happening to me." I was trying to, praying it away, but God got me through it all. He's getting me through it all, and I'm still here. God is good. And all I just ask him, God, give me your peace, because as I showed y'all on one of my videos, a short, um, y'all see them things are loud. And even the one I showed y'all the on live earlier, it was loud. It was from a distance. Like y'all know they don't come too close. But before I started putting them on live, they was real close. I got so much footage of them. And y'all see it. I post them, excuse me, close range. Them driving on the side of me, driving alongside of me. So I'm gonna try to. I probably post some more tomorrow. I just didn't want to do it today. It's just so, just like I don't want to give this to y'all, but I gotta put it out to the world. This is what's happening to the black girl from Baltimore, regular schmegler girl. Y'all keep me in prayer. Y'all stay blessed. I'm gonna get some rest. Hopefully, Lord's will. When I come to y'all next time, I'll be well rested. And God bless y'all. Peace.